Okay, still sticking with the same, this. Using our stance now, not just the block itself, but using the stance as, so let's just imagine straight punch comes through, we come down, here's our tetsui and strike. So there's our groin strike, but I'm using the elbow into the hip area or into the stomach area. Generally it will be into the hip area because look where he goes. So rather than it be in the stomach area, because he goes nowhere, we use it into the hip area just to weaken the stance. And then we can execute our takedown there. You're alright, so come closer. We're using this Tetsui style or Gerambarai style movement as a Sotuke first. So when you come back from this position here, one Sotuke first, then Gerambarai. So your arm moves in this action, which is basically, it's in the mechanics. So as that punch comes forwards, we can move in. There's our Sotuke. We can notice how close I am as well. It's not going to work if I'm out here somewhere. It doesn't. Even the elbow's not going to work on the hip. The hand's not going to work on the hip. I can strike towards the knee, yes. I can strike towards the thigh, yes, but that's not going to give him a dead leg. We can probably use our stance to drop his stance, but I want to get close here. And then I'll just use this, drop, take. Okay? That clearly worked. So we'll do it again because I liked it. So just nice and slowly, we're going to go one, in close, loosen the core by elbow into the hip, and then executing that. And it should just fall over the leg. What you probably noticed there is that Kurt's not falling with a big thud. The majority of takedowns in kata, when you're doing it for safety reasons, they should just glide off. There should never be this kind of thud. It just means that you're actually using too much body power to execute the takedown. So sat on the leg, boom, and then it should just go. And it's the stance. Well, it's not going to work if my stance is incorrect. So I need to make sure that my stance is incorrect. So again, when you're doing bunkai, just make sure you're working all the elements of the kata, or of the section of the kata that you are working on. And we know that in Seiunchin, a lot of the kata is based on shikodachi, which is a really, really solid stance, believe it or not. Solid sideways, but also solid from a frontwards attack as well, when done properly. But also really good for takedowns, okay? That can also work with the front leg. So let's just say, for example, he punches with his right arm. I'll have to do it this way so you can see. Let's say, for example, he punches with his right arm, and I use this here to block. So I've done the Sotuke block like before. But then I'm also going to use my sumo stance to take his stance away, and that can then lead into the tetsui. He could be punching again with this arm, here, and then in for the strike. Okay? So it's nice and slowly. I don't know if you can see. I'm just trying to find an angle that you can see from. But I'll describe it as we go. So right arm comes forward with the right leg, punching. We generally go punching high because of the nature of this Gerambarai, because it's going to come across the face. Not so much this way. If you're blocking downwards, yes, Gerambarai works with a punch. But let's go for a face height punch so that we can then cut across. There's our Sotuke. Using our stance to step in and strike. So all I'm doing there is I'm just using just do a bit of resistance on the stance for me. So for me, he can resist, but because I'm taking this here, that's already weakened the stance. Okay, so because I'm blocking this away, that's already weakened the stance. And all I need to do is just connect knee to knee, nice and solid, and he goes off balance. You don't need any power in this whatsoever. And then you strike, the tetsui could be here, tetsui could be to the ribs, it could be an elbow. All it's saying is use a technique that's nice and close. It's just saying use a technique where you're in close. It's pointless being close to somebody and using a full-on strike. I might as well use something that's up close and personal rather than this big strike here like you would, a big sort of reverse punch. So use something that's close. So from that, 1, 2, 3, I won't do it could be here. We're already coming around into this circle for the Haiko MP, for the side MP. Or we can come around and can strike into the knee, or from this position, because we come around, we can still come upwards. We can come around, striking here. From this position, if he is hook punching, we can block, and then we can control and strike. Okay, so there's still heaps you can do with that as well.